ॐ प्रपन्नपारिजाताय तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः.
Namaste everybody. Nama second Shatkam Bhakti Margala, chapter 7, the Jnana Vijnana Yoga, the nature, glory of the God and the two Prakritis, lower and the higher, etc. Patham. Adukapram we went into chapter 8, Akshara Brahma Yoga, what happens at the time of death, where does the soul go to. Now we are entering into the third chapter in that is chapter 9, Rajavidya, Rajaguhya Yoga, highest of the wisdom and highest of the secret of Bhakti Yoga. Let's go further. Last week we saw the concluding part of chapter 8, Akshara Brahma Yoga, the imperishable Brahman, where we saw that the last thoughts at the time of death decide where the soul is headed for. So Lord Krishna said, soul of an enlightened yogi reaches the Lord and it's free from rebirth, because his thoughts are always on the Lord. In contrast, there is rebirth for any other soul, even if it has reached up to Brahmaloka. We also saw that there are 14 worlds, Brahmaloka being the highest in that. But even if one reaches Brahmaloka, he has to get back to earth for a rebirth. And we also saw that the Brahmaji, his own time is also finite in comparison to the infinite Lord. So all the 14 lokas stay is finite. One has to get back into the cycle of creation. Again, rebirth. And finally we saw that the yogi, because his thoughts are always immersed in the Lord and his actions are pure, he surpasses the punyas arising out of any other karma, and therefore after death the soul bypasses all the worlds and goes straight to the Lord, never to return back again. That is moksha from rebirth. Let's go further. A brief introduction to chapter 9, Raja Vidya, Raja Guhya Yoga. Rajana, the highest level. Vidyangiradhu vandu vittai, the wisdom. Guhyangiradhu vandu ragasyam, secret. So highest of the wisdom and highest level of secret. Adu vandu Bhakti Yogathodu nature, glory and benefits. அதெல்லாம் இதுல சொல்லி இருக்குது. Explanation comes for that. And Lord Krishna says, Bhakti Yogathila இறங்குறவங்க, the one who gets into Bhakti Yoga, the requirement is 100% trust and dedication. 100%. போன சாப்டர்ல கூட பேசணும். And he should also know the glories of God. And the glories எல்லாம் இன்னும் அடுத்த சாப்டர்ல வரப்போகுது. The God is all pervasive, பரம்பொருள், எங்கேயும் இருக்கிறவர். And the worlds reside in him, he does not reside in them. And during the pralaya kalam, dissolution time, all the beings dissolve into the source from where they came, Prakriti. அதே மாதிரி சிருஷ்டி காலத்துல, at the time of creation, the Lord with his blessings make them come from Prakriti into the worlds again. And he is the master, abode and the friend for everybody. And Lord Krishna says the devotees should offer all their karmas their task as an oblation to the god. And he also says that even an evil person, if he gets into the path of Bhakti Yoga and does the dhyana of the God with unwavering mind, like Krishna says, even that person is to be taken as a noble soul, because the refinement for that person is going to happen very soon. Let's have a look into the details of the chapter. மேல போலாம். இன்னைக்கு chapter 9ல we are going to see 4 shlokas, 9.2, 4, 10 and 11. And as usual, the uncovered shlokas 5 to 9, I will explain the gist of it separately at the appropriate place. Let's go further.
राजविद्या राजगुह्यम्
राजविद्या राजगुह्यम्
पवित्रमिदमुत्तमम्
पवित्रमिदमुत्तमम्
प्रत्यक्षावगमं धर्म्यम्
प्रत्यक्षावगमं धर्म्यम्
सुसुखं कर्तुमव्ययम्
सुसुखं कर्तुमव्ययम्.
இந்த ராஜவித்யா ராஜகுஹ்யம் ரிவீல் பண்றதுக்கு முன்னால Lord Krishna addresses Arjuna by a unique adjective. He calls him anasuyave. அனசூயவேனா அசூயை நம்ம கேட்டிருக்கோம், தமிழ்ல மலையாளத்துல காமனா யூஸ் பண்ணுவாங்க. அசூயைங்கிறது வந்து envy or the malice. அனசூயைனா அதுக்கு ஆப்போசிட், without envy, பொறாமைப்படாத, மற்றவங்களை பத்தி மோசமா பேசாத. He does that, Lord Krishna does this because it's very important for gaining jnana. One should be without malice, without envy, பொறாமை இல்லாம இருக்கணும். அதை சொல்லிட்டு Lord Krishna then goes on to extol the virtues of revealing the secret of that jnana. ஏன்னா நமக்கு வந்து what is that jnana, why is it important, what is in it for us, அந்த மாதிரி எப்பவுமே ஃபீலிங் வரும் இல்லையா. So Lord Krishna answers that here in shloka 9.2. இதுல இன்னொன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க, நம்ம கனவு கண்டுட்டு இருக்கும்போது when we are asleep, when we dream, many times we forget the dreams, but sometimes we do remember. If it was a bad dream, அந்த ட்ரீம்ல வர பெயினுக்கு வந்து during the time of dream there is no remedy, but a quick remedy is when we wake up. அதே மாதிரி தான் இந்த ignorant-ஆ இருக்கும்போது வாழ்க்கையில when we go through all the turmoils in life, the remedy, quick remedy is if we know this jnanam and come out of the problems in life. That is what is implied. Let's have a look at shloka 9.2. Rajavidya rajaguhyam pavitram idam uttamam pratyaksha avagamam dharmyam susukham kartum avyayam. So Lord Krishna says idam, in the jnanam, this jnanam through the bhakti yoga and to moksha. Adenna rajavidya, this is a high wisdom. Rajaguhyam, highest among the secrets. So high wisdom, and it is not known to many, so it is a secret. Uttamam pavitram, this is a great purifier. அந்த knowledge வந்ததுன்னா, ஞானம் வந்ததுன்னா, நான் சொன்னேன் வாழ்க்கையில் வர துன்பங்கள் எல்லாம் கரைஞ்சு போறதுக்கு, தீர்ந்து போறதுக்கு உத்தமம் பவித்ரம், highest purifier. and பிரத்யக்ஷ அவகமம், இது வந்து கண் கூட தெரியும் சொல்லுவாங்க. it will become evident, its results will become evident to us once we know this jnanam. And it's dharmyam, இது very very dharmic way, without doing any harm to anybody. அதனால தான் அந்த அனசூயே முதலிய அனசூயவே வந்துச்சு. and kartum susukam, இது செயல்முறை. To follow also, it's very easy. நான் முதல்ல சொல்லியிருந்தேன், அந்த கர்மயோகா கான்செப்ட்ஸ் புரிஞ்சுக்கிட்டு அண்ட் கர்ம பலன் எதிர்பார்க்காம வேலை செய்யறது little difficult. One needs a lot of grit, willpower. Whereas இது பண்றது கர்த்தும் பக்தி யோகால போறது சுசுகம், இந்த ஞானத்தை ஃபாலோ பண்றது சுசுகம். இட்ஸ் வெரி ஈஸி and it is avyayam. It doesn't vanish anytime. It doesn't disappear. This jnanam, once you gain, it's with you, it will only grow. So Lord Krishna says that such a high level of value, wisdom and high secret and great purifier, results are evident quickly, and it's a dharmic way, and it's easy to follow, and it doesn't decay at all. So it has got all the glories, all the points one may wish to have. Therefore, this is to motivate Arjuna more into the path of understanding the Bhakti Yoga, the secret of Bhakti Yoga. Bookla kuduthirukka meaning paakalam. This is the king of all knowledge, the king of secrets, the greatest purifier, directly appreciated, not opposed to dharma, easy to accomplish and imperishable. So, ella qualities irukku. Therefore, it is certainly worth pursuing, which the Bhakti Yoga to attain happiness, the bliss. Tamilla, Rajaviddai, Raja Ragasyam, தூய்மை தருவதில் மிக மாண்புடையது, meaning it's highly capable of purifying. கண்ணெதிரே காண்டற்கு உரியது, evident, apparent. அறத்துக்கு இசைந்தது, dharmic. செய்தற்கு மிக எளிது, easy to follow. அழிவற்றது, imperishable. இதுல இன்னொன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க, the fish, it's so comfortable in water because that is its natural habitat. அதை தரையில தூக்கி போட்டா துள்ளிட்டே இருக்கும், ultimately it will die. So it is comfortable in the water. அந்த மாதிரி இந்த தர்ம மார்க்கத்துல போயிட்டு ஞானம் அடைஞ்சவனுக்கு that is the path for him to reach the ultimate happiness, the bliss. So Bhakti Marga facilitates that. இவ்வளவு தெரிஞ்சாச்சு பக்தி மார்காவோட பெருமை பத்தி. Let's know more about Bhakti Marga, the Bhakti Yoga itself. Let's go further.
Maya tatamidam sarvam,
मया ततमिदं सर्वं
jagadavyaktamurtina
जगदव्यक्तमूर्तिना
मत्स्थानि सर्वभूतानि
मत्स्थानि सर्वभूतानि
न चाहं तेष्वस्थितः
न चाहं तेष्वस्थितः.
பக்தி மார்க்கத்தோட க்ளோரியை சொல்லிட்டு லார்ட் கிருஷ்ணா அர்ஜுனன் கிட்ட இன்னொன்னு சொல்றாரு. டோட்டல் ஸ்ரத்தாவோட நம்பிக்கை, ஃபெய்த், 100% டெடிகேஷன், அது இல்லாம செய்றவங்க they will get sucked into the cycle of rebirth, the samsara. அதனால 100% அவசியம் சொல்றாரு. Then Lord Krishna further says that he in his unmanifest form, he pervades the entire universe, and he says the beings that are created by him, they all depend on him, but he is not dependent on them. And the கருத்து தான் a unique concept coming in the next shloka. இந்த ஸ்லோகாவை படிச்சுட்டு மீனிங் பார்த்துட்டு I'll give you another example or an analogy for understanding this point better. ஸ்லோகம் பார்க்கலாம். 9.4. மயா ததம் இதம் சர்வம் ஜகத் அவ்யக்த மூர்த்தினா மத்ஸ்தானி சர்வபூதானி na cha aham teshu avasthitaha. So Lord Krishna says, Avyakta Murtina, in the unmanifest form, the Lord, He is not perceptible to our senses. Namma புலன்களுக்கு அப்பாற்பட்டவர் சொல்லுவோம் பரம்பொருள். That's what it means. With கண்ணு காது வாய் இதை வச்சுட்டு we will not be able to perceive the God. So with such a form, the Lord says, Maya, ennal, that is by the Lord, idam sarvam jagat tatam. In the universe pura, he says he pervades the entire universe. Because of his unmanifested form, the Lord says he pervades the entire universe. And he says, Sarva Bhutani, inge irukra ella uyirgalum, all the living beings here, Matstani, they are dependent on me, on the Lord. Ahamcha, ana nano, in contrast, he says, Teshu na avasthitaha, not dependent on them. He says, all the living beings are due to him, due to the Lord, and dependent on the Lord. Whereas the Lord is not dependent on any of them. So Lord Krishna says, because of the unmanifest form, or in an unmanifest form, all the universe is pervaded by him. He pervades everywhere. And all the beings depend on him while he is not dependent on the being. இதுக்கு வந்து ஒரு analogy யோசிச்சு பாருங்க. When we sleep, we create the dreams. கனவு. அதுல நிறைய characters வருது. எல்லா charactersம் created by us in the sleep. So all those characters depend on us. ஏதா ஒரு character இல்லைனாலும் இன்னொரு character இல்லைனாலும் it doesn't affect us. But then we are not dependent on any of those or all of those characters. As some similar analogy, it requires a little more thinking on this. Kindly look into this point. You will understand it easily then. The Lord is not dependent on them, though he is a creator. All of them are dependent on him. Bookல கொடுத்திருக்கிற meaning பார்க்கலாம். Entire world is pervaded by me, whose form cannot be objectified. Imperceptible form, unmanifest form. All beings have their being in me, and I am not based on them. Remember the analogy. The characters we create in the dream, they are dependent on us, the creator. We are not dependent on them. A similar one, though it's a crude analogy, it may help in understanding the meaning better. தமிழ்ல அவ்யக்த வடிவாய், அவ்யக்தங்கிறது வந்து அந்த உருவம் ஆப்போசிட் அருவம் சொல்லுவோமே, உருவம் இல்லாத, without a form, unmanifest, imperceptible to the senses. அவ்யக்த வடிவாய் நான் இவ்வுலகம் முழுமையும் சூழ்ந்திருக்கிறேன். என்னிடத்தே பூதங்கள் எல்லாம் நிலை பெற்றன. பூதங்கள் எல்லாம் all the living beings. அவற்றுள் உட்பட்டது அன்று என் நிலை. So I hope the meaning is clear. It has got a clear concept about the relationship between the creator and the created. மேல போகலாம். Lord Krishna further elaborates that though he is the creator and sustainer of all beings, yet he does not reside in them. இதுக்கு வந்து ஒரு brilliant example சொல்றாரு. The Akasha and Vayu, that's the space and the air. The air is dependent on the space for its existence and it's free to move around. Yet, any change in the air does not affect the space at all, and the space is not dependent on the air. So the space here is the God and the air is the worlds created by the God. And then Lord Krishna says all beings go to Prakriti at dissolution of the cycle of creation. The Kalpa end. You remember the Kalpa, the time frame we talked about, a day as well as one night of Brahma, 4.32 million human years upon a chapter now. So at the end of a Kalpa, all dissolution takes place, everything goes to the Prakriti from where they originated. And again, at the start of Kalpa, the God creates them, blessing the Prakriti. And Lord Krishna says, despite all this, these karmas do not bind God because He is remaining detached, unattached. மேல போகலாம்.
मयाध्यक्षेण प्रकृतिः
मयाध्यक्षेण प्रकृतिः
सूयते सचराचरम्
सूयते सचराचरम्
हेतुनानेन कौन्तेय
हेतुनानेन कौन्तेय
जगद्विपरिवर्तते
जगद्विपरिवर्तते.
Last few shlokas gavanachomna, Lord Krishna has developed the concept gradually. முதல்ல சொன்னாரு, He is the creator for the entire universe and the beings. Then he said, He gets it done through Prakriti. அதுக்கப்புறம் சொன்னாரு, since he stays detached, the Lord says, the karma of the creation does not bind him. அதை சொல்லிட்டு அடுத்த ஸ்லோகால சொல்ல போறாரு, he says, in his presence or under his supervision or with his grace, it is the Prakriti Maya which does the creation job of the entire universe and the beings within. Let's have a look at Shloka 9.10. Maya adhyakshena prakritihi suyate sachara acharam hetunanena kaunteya jagat viparivartate. So Lord Krishna addresses Arjuna as Kaunteya, Kuntiyoda Payan, the son of Kunti. He says, Maya, Mayana Enal, that is by Lord Krishna. Adhyakshena, Adhyakshena no supervision or in his presence. Prakritihi, that nature, mother nature. Prakriti Maya, முதல்ல பார்த்தோமே, Prakriti Sachara Acharam. Chara Acharam na the moving and the non-moving, the entire thing. Say the trees and things are non-moving, while all of the living beings which move around are the moving beings. Everything is due to Prakriti. So this universe, Suyate, that is, it's created by Prakriti. Prakriti creates the universe. Anena hetuna, in the reason nala, Jagat, this universe, Viparivartate, it சுழல்றதுன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. The turning, the cycle continues. அதாவது under the Lord's supervision or grace, Prakriti Maya creates the moving and non-moving beings. இந்த காரணத்தினால this universe is revolving. The cycle continues. Creation, dissolution, creation, dissolution. The cycle continues. இதை மனசுல வச்சுக்கோங்க. Later we will see that again subsequent chapter. புக்ல கொடுத்திருக்கிற மீனிங் பார்க்கலாம். With me as the presiding presence, the Prakriti creates the world of the movables and immovables. Because of this reason, Arjuna, the world undergoes changes. தமிழ்ல என் மேற்பார்வையில் சக்தி பிரகிருதிக்கு சராச்சர உலகங்களை பெறுகிறாள். மூவிங் அண்ட் நான் மூவிங் அண்ட் மூவிங். குந்தி மகனே, இந்த ஏதுவால் இந்த ரீசன்னால உலகமே சுழல்கிறது. The cycle continues. So the Lord establishes the reason or the cause for the happening creation and the dissolution. மேல போகலாம்.
अवजानन्ति मां मूढाः
अवजानन्ति मां मूढाः
मानुषीं तनुमाश्रितम्
मानुषीं तनुमाश्रितं
परं भावमजानन्तः
परं भावमजानन्तः
मम भूतमहेश्वरम्
मम भूतमहेश्वरम्.
If such is the greatness of the creator of the entire universe and everything in the universe, that too by his mere presence, and the rest of the work is done by Prakriti Maya, why is then Krishna in his human form not recognized by the people? Lord Krishna gives an answer to that question in the next shloka. Let's have a look at shloka 9.11. Avajananti mam mudaha manushim tanum ashritam parambhavam ajanantaha mama bhuta maheshwaram. So Lord Krishna says, Bhuta Maheshwaram, the Lord of all things, entire universe. Mama Parambhavam, that is his true nature, supreme nature. Ada Ajanantaha, those who do not know it are not knowing that. Mudaha, those ignorant people. Manushim Tanum Ashritam, அவரோடு present human form பார்த்துட்டு as Krishna, the friend counselor of the Pandavas, and now Krishna, the charioteer of Arjuna. அந்த மாதிரி தான் human formல பார்த்தவங்க. மாம் அப்படின்னா என்னை, லார்ட் கிருஷ்ணாவை, அவஜானந்தி அப்படின்னா they fail to recognize his true glory or they are insulting. That is because of their ignorance, those people, those ignorant people, they sideline him or take him for granted. That means he says, though his true nature is extraordinary and Lord of the Lords, but still, since he has come in the human form, he moves around with the human beings, behaves like the human beings. The unknowing, ignorant people take him for granted as another human being, and therefore they slight him or ignore him or insult him. So this is the reality, but the Lord still takes the human form. Enna reason chapter 4 la sonnaru, and primarily to show an example for the human beings how a life should be lived. bookla கொடுத்திருக்கிற மீனிங் பார்க்கலாம். The deluded fail to recognize me, the one who obtains in the human body, not knowing my limitless nature as the Lord of all beings. So Lord Krishna summarizes why he is not recognized of his true nature. தமிழ்ல மனித சரீரம் தரித்த என்னை மூடர் புறக்கணிக்கிறார்கள். புறக்கணிக்கிறதுனா இக்னோர். உயிர்களுக்கெல்லாம் உயர் தலைவன் நான் என்ற என் பரம நிலையை அவர்கள் அறிகிலர். அறிகிலர் means they do not know, they do not recognize. So they சொல்லுவாங்க இல்லையா, never judge a book by its cover. அந்த மாதிரி தான் the people go with the impressions, and looking at the human form of Krishna, they all think that he is like any other ordinary person, not knowing the true nature, the ultimate nature of the Lord. மேல போலாம். இன்னைக்கு நம்ம பார்த்த some main points. பக்தி யோகாவோட glory சொல்லும்போது Lord Krishna says it is the greatest of all vidyas and the highest of all secrets. So he is going to reveal the secret of Bhakti Yoga, and he also says Bhakti Yoga வந்து it's a greatest purifier, and also it is dharmic and easy to follow. அதுக்கப்புறம் Lord Krishna went on to say that அவர் வந்து உலகம் பூரா பரவி இருக்காரு in a formless manner. அந்த ஃபார்ம்லெஸ்ஸா இருக்கிறதுனால அந்த பரம்பொருள் புலன்களுக்கு புலப்படாது, invisible to our perception by our senses. And then Lord Krishna said, in his presence Prakriti creates the world. The cause for the creation of the universe is Prakriti, but presence of the Lord is necessary for that. The blessings of the Lord is necessary for that. And he goes on to say that the ignorant people or the deluded people fail to recognize the God in his human form. நம்ம பார்த்திருக்கோம் முதல்லயே, அந்த ஹியூமன் ஃபார்ம்ல வருது வந்து டு ப்ரொடெக்ட் த ஹியூமனிட்டி. ஆனால் அவருடைய அத்தனை பவர்ஸும் த ஆர்டினரி பீப்புள் டு நாட் அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் தட். ஸோ பக்தி யோகா வில் பிரிங் ஃபோர்த் தட். ஸோ இன்னும் இன்ட்ரெஸ்டிங் பாயிண்ட்ஸ் எல்லாம் இன்னும் இருக்கு நிறைய இன் ஸ்டோர். வி வில் சி இன் த செஷன்ஸ் டு கம். நம்ம முதலே பார்த்துருக்கிறோம், பகவத்கீதா has 3 yogas in it: karma yoga, bhakti yoga and jnana yoga. Karma yoga பார்த்துட்டோம். Karma yoga is part of the jnana yoga. அப்போ கர்ம யோகா புரிஞ்சதுன்னா ஞான யோகா புரியறதும் ஈஸியாகும். அண்ட் கர்ம யோகா கான்செப்ட் புரிஞ்சிடுதுன்னா பக்தி யோகா இஸ் மச் ஈஸியர் டு ஃபாலோ. அதையெல்லாம் நம்ம இன்னும் போக போக டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணுவோம். ஸோ ப்ளீஸ் ரிமெம்பர் டு like, share and subscribe before you move off. Thank you. அடுத்த செஷன்ல பார்க்கலாம். Namaste everybody.
ஓம் பூர்ணமதః பூர்ணமிதம் பூர்ணாத் பூர்ணமுதச்யதே பூர்ணஸ்ய பூர்ணமாதாய பூர்ணமேவாவசிஷ்யதே. ஓம் சாந்தி சாந்தி சாந்தி.